Good evening, Eatontown. And while most people were enjoying the first stretch of summer weather, your borough council spent nearly 3 hours discussing some of the biggest operational decisions facing the town. And unlike a lot of meetings where everyone nods and moves on, this one included hard questions, financial scrutiny, and a few uncomfortable realities about infrastructure that's literally falling apart. Let's get into it. First, a new DPW reality. Councilwoman Candace Foss opened with an update on the Department of Public Works. For years, Eatontown planned to move DPW operations to Fort Monmouth. That plan was abandoned in 2023. Since then, the borough has been forced to confront a problem that's been hiding in plain sight. The Lewis Street DPW buildings are condemned. In fact, one of the buildings has already collapsed. Temporary trailers proved unanimously earlier this year, and the borough is now working with architects to redesign operations around the Pinebrook Road facility. Discussions are also underway with OEM and the police department about shared equipment storage because much of the town's equipment currently sits outside, exposed to the elements. As acting DPW director Kenny Sneth pointed out, equipment stored outdoors does not last as long. It costs more to maintain and becomes harder to access during emergencies. The $830,000 question. The tub grinder. The borough's tub grinder. Most residents have probably never heard of it, but if you've ever had brush picked up after a storm, you've benefited from it. The machine grinds down leaves, branches, and brush collected throughout town. It also allows Eatontown to accept material from neighboring municipalities through shared services. Now, the problem, the current grinder is over 20 years old, and according to DPW, about $150,000 has been spent on repairs in the last 3 years alone. The latest repair alone cost roughly $25,000. Parts are increasingly difficult to find, and the machine has been down since November. Brush piles are backing up. DEP violations and fines become a risk if material isn't processed. Snap didn't sugarcoat it. The borough is essentially putting band-aids on a machine that has already exceeded the expected lifespan. Council members pressed for answers about warranties, return on investment, maintenance costs, fuel consumption, and potential alternatives. The answer from DPW was consistent. The machine is no longer optional. Without it, the borough would spend significant money hauling raw brush out of town, lose shared service revenue, consume staff time driving back and forth to disposal sites, and risk regulatory problems. One notable exchange came when council members discussed whether the old grinder should be sold. The response? Not yet. The new machine could take about 4 to 6 months to build, and DPW needs every piece of equipment it can get right now. The proposed replacement carries a price tag